Okay, so today we wanted to talk about exponential functions. So the exponential function f with base b is defined as fx is b to the power x, y equal to b to the x, where 0 less than b less than 1 or b is bigger than 1. So because when b is equal to 1, what happens? 1 to the x is always x, so does not matter. So we do not want to be equal to x 1. Okay, so so the next thing we wanted to do is we wanted to graph the fx equal to b to the x. I choose two special examples, 2 to the power x and a half to the x. Okay, so what should we do here? So 2 to the x, if we wanted to draw the picture, we always choose some special points here. So the easiest x value you choose is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. These are typical 5 points you wanted to choose. So what will be the first one? Y equal to 2 to the -2. Yeah. What means negative exponent? It's 1 over, yeah? So it's 1 over 2. So what is 2 square? 1 over 4. So it's the point is -2. 1 over 4. Yeah, so what do we have here? It will be 2 to the -1, which will be 1 half. So -1, 1 half. What is 2 to the 0? 1. So it's 0, 1, 2 to the 1, 2. So it's what? 1, 2. 2 to the 2, 4. So it's what? 2, 4. Okay, so what will be a half? Okay, so a half of x. Okay, a half, it means what? 2 to the -1. So it's actually 2 to the -x. So it's 2 to the -x. So -2 is 2 to the square, which will be what? 4, yeah? So it's -2, 4. -1, it will be 2 to the 1, 2. 1, a half, and 1/4, yeah? So what happens, these values are the same. Okay, so it's, I will ask you, what did you see? Okay, so -1, 2, 0, 1, 1 half, add 2, 1/4, yeah? So now let's draw the picture. So 0, 1 is right here, 1, 2 right here, 2, 4 right here, -1, a half right here, -2, 1/4 right here. So what did you see when you use a curve? Smooth curve look like this, yeah? Okay, similarly we draw the picture here. Okay, so when you see the two pictures, what did you see these two pictures? It's what? Symmetric to y-axis. Yeah, so because if you fold it on the y, it will be this picture. Okay, so this is what? 2x and 2 -x. So it's symmetric to y-axis here. Okay, so what will be the domain? Domain means what? X values, yeah? So to the left, it will be what? Forever. To the right is forever. So -infinity to what? Infinity. What means range? Range is the smallest y value. Could it be down here? No. Yeah, so it is 0 to what? Infinity. So because it will be very, very close, but not touches. What is x-intercept? Do we have any? No. What is y-intercept? 0, 1. Vertical asymptote. Do we have? Vertical asymptote has x equal to a constant, yeah? Horizontal is y equal to a constant. Vertical is asymptote is a vertical line. Do we have a vertical line that will, it will approach but never stop? No. Do we have a horizontal one? Yeah. Okay, so it's this one because it's approach. When x go to negative infinity, it approach y equal to 0 but never across. Okay, so what will be the domain here? It's the same, yeah? What is the range? Same. X-intercept? Same. Y-intercept? Same. Vertical asymptote? No. Horizontal asymptote? No. What is the difference between these two pictures? So here, this one is what? Increasing. So it's always what? Increasing. So negative infinity to infinity. Here is what? Decreasing. This function is negative infinity to infinity. Okay, so this function is increasing. This one is what? Decreasing. Okay, so when b is bigger than 1, it will be a picture, scheduled picture, it will be what goes up. So one thing you need to be careful is the y-intercept is always what? 0, 1. Because b to the any power is always 1. So y-intercept is 0, 1 for all these things, okay? And so all the other things are pretty much the same. Okay, so in order to remember these two pictures, do you need to remember both? Not really, because this one is, you just remember this one, and for a half x, it will be the symmetry, yeah? Symmetric to y-axis, you can find this one. Okay, so then we want to review the transformation functions. Do you remember? Plus 1 means what? Go up 1. Minus 3 means what? Down 3. Plus 4 with x only means what? Left 4. Minus 5. Right 5. Negative outside. Flip over. X what? Axis. Negative only with x is flip over y-axis, yeah? So this is also happens here. If it is 2x and only have negative on the x, is flip over y-axis. So this is what? Symmetric to y-axis. So the 2x plus 1. So 2x will, for the 2x, do you remember what is the 2x? What is going on? 2x. Yeah, so it's going through 1, go up, yeah? Yeah, so this is like this, yeah? Okay, so what will be the 2x plus 1? So what will be the 2x? Oh my god, okay. Okay, it disappeared. We start again. This is y equal to what? 2 to the power x. Then how could we draw the picture of y equal to 2x plus 1 then? Then you go up 1, yeah? So you will have this picture. So y equal to 2x plus 1. So what is the domain? Does it change for the domain? No. But what is the range? Range used to be what? 0 to infinity, but now what happened? It will not be, what is the minimum? It will not be 0 anymore. It will be what? 1 to infinity. Because think about this. This means what? Up 1. Up 1 is on your, up and down is on your y-axis. Are you with me? Left and right is on your x-axis. Yeah. So when you go up 1, of course your range will go up 1 too. So it's 1 to infinity. What happens with x-intercept? Still none. Yeah. What happens with y-intercept? Go up 1 again. It will be 2 to infinity. What will be the vertical asymptote? Still none. What will be the horizontal? Because it used to be 1 again, yeah? So 1 plus 1 is 2. Yeah, so it used to be 0 plus 1. It used to be 1 plus 1. You with me? Okay, perfect. Okay, so 2 to the power x minus 3, okay. Okay, so minus 3 means to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. So like this. What happens with the domain? You used to be what? Negative infinity to infinity. And think about negative infinity plus 3, infinity plus 3. Does it matter? Infinity and infinity, it's always infinity. Yeah? So it's still negative infinity to infinity. What happens to range? We didn't touch the y, yeah? So it's the same thing. What happens with x-intercept? None. But what happened for the y-intercept? It changed. Okay. And how could we find y-intercepts? That will be later on. And what will be the vertical asymptote? Still none. How about the horizontal one? Does it change? It still approaches y equal to 0. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. So here, this one is not, it should be 0 plus 1 because it used to be 0 plus 1 is what? 1. Sorry, it's not 1 plus 1, it's equal to 2. Okay, perfect. Okay, so these are the pictures of the exponential functions. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is compound interest. So there are two types of compound interest. So that the first one is you compound a couple times, a number of times every year. The second part is the second question is compound continuously. Okay, so there are two different formulas. If you compound a number of times every year, so you have P times 1 plus R over N and T. P is the principal. This is how much money you have before you get the interest. You take it, this is how much money you want to take it, deposit at the bank. R is the annual interest rate. N is the number of times of the investment be compounded per year. Like if you compound annually, N equal to 1, compound semi-annually, N equal to 2, compound monthly, N equal to 12, daily, N equal to 335, quarterly, N equal to 4. So T is the number of years. So it's always years. A is the total money after 2 years. So it's like, okay, so after 5 years, how much money you will have in total, include your principal and the interest. And the next formula is compound continuously. So we have a special one, it's PE. E is a special number, which is 2.71818 something continue, like pi. It's an irrational number, will not repeat, will not end. R is the interest rate again, T is years. Okay, so for this type of questions, you have to be careful whether it's compound, like semi-annually or continuously. This will determine which formula you wanted to use. Okay, so let's look at this question. So suppose you have $11,000 to invest. Which of the two rates would yield larger amount in 5 years? 11% compounded daily, or 10.88% interest rate compounded continuously. So compounded daily, so 11% compounded daily. Which formula should we use? The first one, yeah. So A equal to P1 plus R over N NT. Okay, so then we have 10.88% compounded continuously. Okay, so A equal to PERT. Okay, so let's find the thing. What is your P here? Is 11,000 plus R. What is R? 11%. Be careful. 11% is what? 0.11. Okay, so N. What is your N here? 365, yeah? So 365 times what? 5. Yeah, so you get the number. A is 11,000 times E. What is this? 0.1088 times 5. Okay, so when you put your calculator, I wanted you guys to practice after the video. So be careful. Okay, so I would strongly recommend you, okay, so put the exponential part first. Otherwise, if you forget the parentheses, it will give you so much trouble. Calculate this part first and then multiply this. Calculate this part first, then multiply this. Okay, so otherwise you will get so much trouble. And actually, in the end, when you calculate, the hint is 11% will be better. Okay, so work on it and let me know.